Hi, folks. I want to give a brief introduction to action research. Action research is the paradigm that I think we're going to be most likely to be working with throughout this semester. First of all, what is it? What is action research? And here's on the screen you see a couple of definitions. It's very similar to the notion of the reflective practitioner by Donald Schoen. The reflective practitioner is somebody who is engaged in an activity, in a practice, like in education, planning an educational program, or executing a educational program. And while they are doing it, they are thinking about it, and they are making adjustments as they go along. The important thing to note about action research is that what we do is we try to understand a situation in order to make it better. We inevitably begin with assumptions. We think that this is going to make things better. And then we act on those assumptions, and we critically examine the results, leading us to revise our assumptions and to act on the revisions, and so on and so on. In all of this, we are not neutral observers. As educators, we are active participants in either the work of planning or the work of teaching. We are committed to the results. And so we make a social project of teaching learning, a project of knowledge creation. Education, whether in the classroom, whether it's in the workplace or in a community center, it becomes for us a research project. Action research is a recurrent cycle, okay, a spiral. We start out with an idea. We look around for facts to guide us, and then we plan. Then we take the first action step. We begin to implement the plan, and we evaluate as we go along. Are we succeeding or not succeeding, and what would make things better? And so we amend the plan and take a second action step, and on and on and on. So that this diagram shows what, in recurrent cycles, how we gain mastery over the educational enterprise. We plan, we take action, we analyze the results, and we reflect on what we have learned from our efforts, and then we start all over again. It's a cycle. There are several values that are embedded in action research. The first one is democracy, that these cycles of reflection and action involve all who are involved in the activity. The students, our colleagues, the community with which we're working, the school in which we work. It also involves the value of equity. That is, in order for this process to work, dissent has to be welcomed. We have to welcome people saying to us, well, I really didn't like this. I think this could be done better. And here's what I think you could do in the future. We have to welcome dissent. A third value is liberty. We correct problems that are obstacles to learning. And you will find that we use an instrument called the CIQ, the Critical Incident Questionnaire. We will use one after the 5th module and after the 10th module. These are ways of getting your feedback, what you like and what you don't like, what you're finding is engaging in the course and what you're finding is distancing. And then finally, the value of life enhancing. Everybody is responsible for the quality of the experience in the educational enterprise. Students are responsible. The teacher is responsible. Everyone is responsible. Education becomes a collaborative enterprise. You know, when we talk about traditional research, usually it is written in papers, whereas action research is written in deeds, in what we do. It's the doing, it's the improving of the educational experience that is the form that action research takes. We do ask students to write evaluations, but they do not write a detailed case study of the course. They simply give their conclusions. And so we end with a quotation from McTaggart. I'm not going to read it to you. You can read it for yourself on the screen. I ask you to consider this and then jot down the comments and questions that you have in a Padlet that is provided later on in this module. So thank you for your attention to this. We will be discussing a lot of this further, and hopefully all your questions will be answered. Thank you.